Hi there, it's George here from the 3 Steps Business and from your show, the Start an Online Business Show. So we are here today on our episode number 7 already. So we started 7 episodes ago and we've been talking about many different things, basically all about the basic stuff to start an online business. So getting your idea right and using the right tools, and of course understanding your goals and what you want out of your business. And so the most important thing that you need to do is understand your customer. Okay, if you don't understand them, you wouldn't be able to actually sell anything to them. Okay, so what we are gonna do here today, we are gonna discuss 5 ways in which you can find out who they are, what they want, and what exactly they are gonna buy of you. So this is one of the main topics that I probably cover within the 3 Steps Business, because this is the most important thing that you need to know. Your customer is the one who's going to put their hand in the wallet and hand over the money to you. So you need to know what value are you offering to them and what exactly they're going to be willing to pay for what you're offering. Okay, and so our links and notes for today, we are going to be sharing lots of tools that you're going to be using to do this market research and to actually understand your customer, and all these different links that are going to be in our notes, which are 3stepsbusiness.com/tsb7. This is our episode number 7, so it's 3stepsbusiness.com/tsb7. I hope to see you around, and if you can take notes, because you probably are driving or you're doing something else, so make sure that you go directly to these links and show notes, because you're going to be able to see all the tools that we're going to be talking about here, and you're going to be able to use them. Okay, so what today is about, the internet is a blessing for research. Okay, this is why there's a big craze about the internet businesses and all this stuff, and it's basically because you have a vast access to information and vast access to the market. Okay, so you are not anymore into a local market. You actually are in a global market, and everything comes out from the internet. So it is a blessing for selling, and it's a blessing for research, and you need to start doing research, because this is the most important thing for your business. Okay, so where to start when we are talking about market research, and where to start online and on doing this market research? The first step is doing a keyword research. Okay, so let me talk about this before we go into the 5 ways that you are going to be able to determine your target market and the people you're going to be talking to, because keyword research is your first step, but it's not included on the other 5 techniques that we're going to be talking about. This is only your first step. Okay, so the first thing that you want to know is the Google searches for what you have to offer, the problem that you are solving. Don't search about products, you have to search about the problem that you are solving. Always try to make searches like how to do something, how to feed a bird, for example, or there are ridiculous things that a lot of people are actually profiting from them. So nothing is ridiculous when you're talking about business. There's a market for absolutely everything. Okay, so just go into the keyword planner tool from Google, which is a free tool, and start doing your market research, understanding the keyword research. Okay, so there's a bunch of tools that you could use for this, and there are other tools out there, but I've put together the ones that I use, and that are the ones that I find the best for doing market research. And I've divided it here in 2 different types of tools, ones that are the free tools and the other ones are the paid tools. And the free tools are basically the Google Keyword Planner tool. You can go to alexa.com, and you can go to keywordspy.com and semrush.com. So keywordspy.com, the way you probably want to do this is the following. So you want to go into Google Keyword Planner, and you're going to need an AdWords account for this. And if you're probably not able to take notes, you will find this in our show notes. But basically what it is is you will go into the Google Keyword Planner, and then you will go into the keywordspy.com, and you use the same keywords, and then once you do that in Keyword Spy, you will be able to find your competitors. This is a great thing of these tools, and these are free. Once you find that competitor, you want to go into alexa.com and see how much traffic they are getting. So if they're getting a lot of traffic and they are paying for advertising, that means there is a great opportunity for your market to go there. Now, you use paid tools like Micro Niche Finder or Market Samurai or SEO Moz. All these free tools, they have free trials and all these kind of things, so you can trial it out just for your preliminary research, and then if you decide to buy, it's all up to you. Personally, I have Market Samurai. I think it's a great tool because it gives you lots of insights and lots of information in there, but as anything else, there's a learning curve for using it, and if you don't understand the business of online business itself, I wouldn't suggest you to go and buy straight away the tool, because you probably end up being a little bit confused of what they talk about. So this is a tool that is focused on SEO, but I use it for market research. So you want to just probably hold off a little bit if you're just starting out, and use the free tools first and understand what they do, and then later on probably move into Market Samurai. But basically what you want to do here is you want to understand if there are people searching about that something that you're offering, that information that you're offering, that product that you have for them, or something like this. That's all you want to do. You just want to know if there is a market for it. Okay, you don't want to go any further as yet. Okay, but the next step is actually knowing that person that is searching out for that information. Okay, and this is why we are going to use these 5 ways for market research. Okay, so the 5 ways that we are going to be talking about in here is online surveys, blog questions, using your email list if you have one, and forums and Q&A sessions, and social networks. So it's 5 different ways that you can get to know that person that is doing that search. But first of all, you need to know if there is a search at all in Google on search engines. So let's start with online surveys. So online surveys, so they are used especially if you want quantitative data. When you talk about market research, you have 2 types of data, if you are not familiar with what I'm talking about here. So it's quantitative and qualitative data, and you want to know both of them. Quantitative data is basically numbers. Okay, so you want to know demographics and all these kind of numbers. So the target market is between this age and this age, and then you will be able to know the numbers. So that's quantitative data. So that's what online surveys will allow you to do. They will allow you to analyze data and put numbers against it, so you will be able to see that in a quantitative way. Qualitative data is basically just finding what they are, and there's a little, like, I call it like a soft data. So this is hard data, and then you'll have the soft data, which is more psychological driven data that you want to know from your customer. But that one is actually the most powerful one, because you'll be able to apply to them in a different level than just into numbers. So online surveys, they're also very good to find what is trending. Okay, when you know what is trending, you will be able to profit from that particular trend. For example, at this point of time, what is trending is the World Cup, right? So if you are listening this in a later stage, I'm talking about in June 2014, when the World Cup was on. So there's a lot of people profiting from what the World Cup is, okay, and what is happening and everything around it. So make sure that you know what is trending, and if those searches and your product actually solve a need within that trend, so you will be able to start profiting. So you can use online surveys for those things. Great thing for online surveys, you can do it online, or you can do it offline. You can do it both ways. Okay, that's a great thing. So it can be done anywhere. How to go on doing online surveys? You have to use softwares. Okay, don't do it manually, because trust me, I've done it manually, and it is just it's just ridiculous how much time it takes to actually do these things manually. So my advice, use softwares. The tools that you could use is SurveyMonkey, or SurveyMonkey, you can use it for free. The only problem with the free version of SurveyMonkey is that you can't download the information. They will ask you to upgrade if you want to download the information, but you can see it on the screen anyway. But yeah, you will have to copy it out of there and put it in a spreadsheet or something where you can analyze it. It will give you an analysis of it, but you wouldn't be able to download it, which is one of the pitfalls of having a free account with SurveyMonkey. Also, Google Forms. This is a great tool, free tool. You know, you can use it with Google Docs. If you're not familiar with Google Docs, is the Google version from Microsoft Office, and what they do is just like an open software for you to use, and you can design these forms. And the great thing with these forms is they're actually hosted in the cloud, so Google hosts them for you, and all the information that they put in that form, it goes into a spreadsheet that a Google spreadsheet, Google type of spreadsheet, but then you can download that into Excel or a different tool that you want to use. But the main thing is that the information is all there and you don't need to pay a cent for it. So make sure you check out the Google Forms. I've used it very few times and it works wonderfully. Okay, so that was online surveys. Our second way to find out who your market is and about your target market and going into market research is using blog questions. Okay, blog questions, they don't only work if you already have a blog. In fact, if you don't have a blog, you can go where somebody that is already an expert in your field, and you can make questions and just make comments on those blogs. This is important simply because you're gonna get yourself out there and you're gonna get yourself noticed from that expert. And trust me, the people who are behind all these blogs, they are in fact experts, and they're actually people that you can reach out. And don't be afraid of reaching out, because most of the times they're great people to talk to. Okay, so make sure you reach out to them and make a comment and start understanding the people that are there. Read the comments on the information that they are posting, because this is also very, very important. Okay, there's a lot of information in there. People asking questions. Okay, when they ask questions, you will know what's the problem, and you can get to solve it with your product. Probably if that person is not solving them with the product. Okay, so the third way to find out about your target market is the email list. So the email list is basically, if you're not familiar with list building, when you are starting a business, an online business or any business, in fact, what you want to do is you want to start a customer list, a prospects, leads, and customers list. The best way to do this is with email. Okay, email is very, very personal. One of the great things of email is that it's very effective, and it's more effective than social media and any other tool, simply because email is in fact very personal. When it's very personal, you a lot of the times open your email simply for the fear of missing out what was in that email, not even because you're interested in the information. That happened to me, and I do it a lot of the times. Even I have lots of junk, and a lot of the people go through their junk inbox just to see what is in there. So make sure you use email list and you create your email list. We're about to release one of our courses within the 3 Steps Business, basically on list building and helping you out on this process. Because this is critical for your business. This is part of your sales funnel, okay, that you need to have. And this is what is going to make the whole difference between being just a business into a thriving business. So make sure you have an email list, and if you don't have one yet, make sure you get started right away, okay? Because you will be able to do, if you can't do this type of market research right now, you will be able to do it in the future. So make sure that you have a email list. Also, you could borrow somebody else's email list. So there's something that is called solo ads, and you pretty much pay somebody to send an email to their list with links to your site or to whatever offer that you have. Also, email list is a built-in audience, so they already opted in for you to send them information, okay? And they already want to know more about you, so you probably want to know more about them, about that people who actually opted into your email, because that will give you a great opportunity going forward. So this is one of the best ways to do your market research, in my opinion. Ask them about you. What do they think about your product? What do they think about what you're offering? They're probably, a lot of the times people are very honest, that they will tell you, oh, you're not solving the problem, or you're not doing this, or you're not doing that, and that's why they're not buying off you. So make sure you ask them their opinion. Our fourth topic, so we have talked, is forums and Q&A sites. So forums and Q&A sites are great. They're a great opportunity to find information because they are a known method for data gathering. That's one of the first things. Second, the people are asking questions over there, so you will know that you will find the question that you're looking for and the people who answer it and how they answer. So you will know that a lot of the times if you go to Quora.com or Stack Overflow or any of these sites, you will find that the best answer, it actually has a tick on it, and you will know that is what is solving the problem, so you will be able to solve it that way. Okay, so you can search the forums and Q&A sites with specific subjects and products or questions or your competitors or anything like that. So it's a great opportunity for you to find out more about your market and about what people are doing. Okay, Q&A sites that you can go to is Yahoo Answers, Quora.com, Questions.com, Answers.com, Ask.com, and there's a particular software that I use that I like, and it's very inexpensive software, and it's called iSoft Easy Answers. This software, what it does, it just goes and gathers all the information from Yahoo Answers and bring it to you in one screen. So you can type your keywords, and then you will have an answer right away. So you wouldn't need to go anywhere else, and you just can do it straight away in one screen. That's why I like it, and it's very inexpensive, so you want to try it out. All the links, of course, are in our show notes, and you will be able to find out more information in there. Okay, so far we've talked about keyword research, which is your start. This is where you should be starting. We've talked about your email list, using your email list, blog commenting, and we've talked about forums and Q&A sites, and also we've talked about how to go about all this. So the last thing that you want to do is social networks. Okay, this is a great opportunity that everybody has in their fingertips, and nobody is using it, the right way. I couldn't say nobody, but there's a lot of people who are using it the right way, but not everybody is actually using it. And this is where I'm prompting you to start using these tools. So if Facebook actually tells you what people like, that like button, that's them gathering information for you to be able to profit from it and to understand what is happening. So Facebook tells you exactly what they like. So Twitter, they shows you what is trending. So you will know what people like, you will know what is trending, and you can marry them up and start working on your product. Also, most of them, Google Plus and all the other social networks, what they show you is what the followers have, who are liking them, why they are liking them, and what's the information that is in there for you to profit from it. So basically you will know exactly what your competitors are doing, and you can start doing better than them. So it's a great opportunity to not just know about your target, but also about your competitors. If you know your target market, you want to look at the followers and what they like and what they do and what are the problems and questions they are asking. If you want to know about your competitors, you probably want to go to these places as well. Also, you can see what is being shared the most, so you will know what people like to read, and you will be able to create that content, that type of content for them with a different twist. Okay, social sites that you could go to are basically Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Google Plus. YouTube is great place to go. Okay, a lot of people, they just don't use YouTube as research tool, but in fact, it is a great type of research, and video is getting bigger and bigger every day. So, which one to use? So if it's discussed about online surveys, your blog or somebody else's blog, the keyword research, and also your email list. We have talked about forums and Q&A places and social networks. Okay, so which one you want to use, it really depends on your audience. So you need to find that audience. You need to find that people that are interested in what you have. Or if you already have something, you already have an audience, you need to understand them. You need to know where they are spending time. Okay, and where to start? They start from what you have. Do your keyword research first, and then you go into your Facebook page if you already have one, if you already have a blog, or any other tool that you already have. Use them first. Okay, because the people that are already on those different tools, on those different places, they're already liking you. So you want to understand why they actually like you, and what's the reason, what are the problems, and who are they. Okay, so start from there. If it happens that you don't have any of this information, I would suggest you to try Facebook groups. Okay, don't go straight away into too many things, because what you want to do, you're gonna do is you're gonna end up spreading yourself too thin, and then you'll probably miss out some information. So just start from one place, and if you have to start from one place, I would suggest you start from Facebook groups, and then you move into your competitor's blog. Okay, so this is all for today, and I hope this was useful. And of course, as always, our links and notes are in the 3stepsbusiness.com/tsb7. This is our episode number 7, and I hope to see you in Facebook once again. I want to prompt you to go and like us on Facebook, because we'll be sharing very cool stuff in there. So we have our Mondays, Productivity Mondays, we have our Inspirational Wednesdays, and the coolest thing that we have so far is our Fridays, where you will be able to promote your business in our Facebook page. How cool is that? So all I want to do here today is to say thank you for listening to us, because all I want to do here is to deliver value to you. I know your time is valuable. I'm trying to give you as much value as I can within that short period of time that I have you listening. So thank you very much for today, and I hope to see you in our next time.